Remember, tacos are like decisions, or decisions are like tacos. They're yummy, they're sometimes spicy, and if you don't make it, someone else will. Good afternoon, and welcome to Atomic Mass Transmissions Live. All you, oh, I've got my water in my hand. Don't need that. Welcome, healers, tanks, and damage dealers to Atomic Mass Transmissions Live. I'm your host, Dallas, and we are going to be painting up our taco truck today. I'm super excited about this miniature. Big fan of Deadpool for such a long time, and it was really fun working on this this character pack. And adding the taco truck to it was just so much fun, and it just adds to the scenery and stuff. The terrain elements that can be added to your Marvel Crisis Protocol game. Plus, you get, in my opinion, you get an extra you get an extra Deadpool and Hydra Bob. So I'm super excited to paint this. I'm going to show you all some tricks. I'm going to show you how I started it, and we're just going to work through it. And can everybody hear me? Everybody can hear me. Boom. So we're going to go through a couple steps, and I'm going to let y'all decide what I paint. We got a glowy window, we got chalkboards, we got the reflective windows, like for the windshield and stuff. We got a really cool Deadpool symbol holding a taco with hard eyes on the side. So I'm just gonna start getting in there, and you guys are gonna tell me what you're wanting to see painted. I'm willing to paint whatever you want me to paint. Well, not whatever. Things I'm allowed to paint. There's things on my desk I'm not allowed to paint. So there's a Bob with a chef hat, ready to make it spicy. And there we go. So taco truck, a great piece of terrain for your Marvel Crisis Protocol. It's a size 3. So it's a nice chunky little feller. I got a selection of paints out on my wet palette. Whoop. Just a little oodle of paints. And what I've done is I primed this black, and then I did use my airbrush, as you can see. I did use my airbrush, and I threw in some highlighting along this back edge, this front edge, and just little spots here and there to kind of give the truck life. I could have done this with a brush very easily using different techniques, maybe wet blending. I would have used 2-brush blending if I was doing it by hand. But I went in and just used the airbrush to knock it out really fast. And then the next step would be edge highlighting this. So I'm just going to grab a brush, probably just a random brush, because I never know what the heck I'm grabbing. I'm just always just grabbing paints. It's whatever works is the right tool for the job. Let's see, get another palette out here. So I'm going to grab a lighter blue. I'm going to moisten my brush real quick just to loosen it. Dry it off. Get a little light blue. And everybody can see this, right? I actually can't see the screen. Everybody can see, correct? I'm seeing Kugelin says pink truck. I'm going to go with the black. Legionnaire says yes. And I trust Legionnaires. I'm going to grab a couple different colors blue, and I'm just going to mix them up on my wet palette. Yeah, mine still says I'm loading. I'm going to lay down here. I'm just going to use the edge of my brush. I'm just going to do a little highlight. Now little areas like that. Use that. I didn't have my second brush ready. If your line gets a little out of line, you can use a wet brush, a damp brush, to clean up any mistakes. And all we're doing is just showing the reflective nature of those edges and corners. like areas like this, I like to bring the line together and let it break apart so you have like a little shadow. I don't care if they're perfect little lines. I just want to have fun. See, it kind of got out of line there. You can use that if you're swift enough. I was talking to y'all. Maybe use my finger. Damp brush just cleans that right up. My head is popping. Yeah, I'm leaning down. Sorry about that. I'm leaning down. I'll make sure my noggin doesn't pop in. I did freshly shave for y'all. So, you know, I was at least trying to be considerate. If I want to come back and clean this up, I can. Just different ways. I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to have fun. Get my little taco truck painted up. The reason I chose the black is, you know, with Deadpool being so bright and vivid, I wanted to create that nice contrast when they're on the table on the table together. So you get this like nice contrast with them, especially this little symbol here that we put on the side, both sides actually, of the taco truck. I like to make that personally. I love making that. I actually painted the studio one of this, so if you see a studio one, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I like the pink and teal of that one, and I love those colors, and so it's really nice contrast to the black to have that pink and teal. Maybe flip it like this. And this is the big thing about painting miniatures. I flip mine all over the place, upside down, right side up, inside out if I could, just to get those lines where I need them. Like I said, just angle that so that line of the armor, or I call it armor, that taco truck is facing straight up. You just hit it with the side of the brush ever so gently. It's very difficult to do this on stream. Just anywhere you think is cool looking. My microphone has a buzz. I don't know what it's plugged in. I did not zenith prime this. This is just a little bit of hold your blue mixed in the black Qualisterian. And then you just add a little lighter blues to just airbrush it up. That's all I did. Nothing fancy. I'm gonna get these windows like this. Yeah, this is a really hold your blue, yep. Yeah, I don't have one of those noise suppression filters. I got my lapel mic on. And, you know, no one's allowed to come to my house. We're still under lockdown, so I'm more of an artist. Hydro blue, that's amazing. Hydro's more green, but I like it. I like hydro blue. Yeah, this is a big piece to be doing on stream. That's a lot of fun, and we don't do, I like showing you folks how to paint terrain. Such a vital part of miniatures, and one of the things that makes miniature gaming so unique is we get to set the little stage, we get to set the story. That's our goal at Atomic Mass, is kind of tell a story, let you, the player, kind of take the reins of that story and make it your story as well. And terrain is such a unique and interesting part of that hobby, to where there's your size. Fabu Pandu. The shop tops were fiddly at Pork Chop Express. I'm not sure what you mean by fiddly. This thing goes together pretty good. It's, got the wheels and some axles and a couple sides. Great little build. Terrain sometimes does get forgot about. That's a good, yeah, Rick. It's like I'm talking about, is like it's such an interesting and unique part of the hobby experience. As you can set your scene, right? You can take your Marvel Crisis Protocol and you can have them, you can take them anywhere you want, right? It's up to you. And I think that's such a cool part of the hobby. Is your ability to participate in a narrative, right? In a way that other entertainment doesn't allow or doesn't supply. Allow is a weird word. That's a big blob. Let's just smooth that out. So I'm going to lighten this up. Might add a little more weight. How large? It's about the size of the core box building. I actually don't have a core box building nearby me. They're all over in my shelf, my collection, my painted collection, where this will be going. This is a little white. I'm going to just find a couple of spots where I just want the highlight to be a little zazzier. And just ping on some of those brighter highlights. I want to just keep these real minimal. Doesn't matter if it's perfect. I like those little weird imperfections. It's what makes life and things unique and interesting, is those little imperfections. There's something like that. Don't forget the hatch where the window is. This is really just wherever you kind of feel like putting the lines. You just kind of have fun. Hopefully everybody enjoyed yesterday's stream with one Mr. Wilczek and Miss Simone Elliott. Trust me, there's so much more coming. Schick started painting his Deadpool on Tuesday, so you should go check that out. I'll be painting my Deadpool soon. There we go. I like to put some of the brightest highlights in the darkest shadows. Just kind of like those little reflections. Rick, where did this vehicle come from? This comes with Deadpool and Hydra Bob. Bob, Agent, Hydra Agent, Agent of Hydra. I think that's what we titled him. So it comes with that character pack. So you get the taco truck. You get Bob. Bob has two options, two head options. Chef hat, no chef hat. I think the chef hat is amazing. And then, of course, you get one Mr. Deadpool. I got mine, started painting, just airbrushed some pink on there because Schick challenged me to paint a pink Deadpool. But, of course, I need to have multiple options, so I went ahead and converted up. This is the base element from She-Hulk. And I seriously just glued him on there and then put a little putty around it, and it was done. Just to do, and I'm going to do like, so this is the fun Deadpool that we know and love, the fourth wall break. And this will be my more aggressive Deadpool, so I'll probably do him in the white and black with red accents version of, you know, the X-Force costume. So I wanted to show that aggression, and of course the miniature has two different torsos, two different legs to get these two combinations. So you get the fun Deadpool or the more aggressive Deadpool, and he actually comes with 4 different heads. So, but Bob is life. That rocket launcher is ridiculous. If you were paying attention, Schick was showing the tactic cards, and one of them was Yoink, and it said, I need a glove. I want to hold on to my taco truck a little bit better. I don't want to use my oils on my skin and wear off the paint. But Schick was talking about one of his favorite tactic cards, and he showed it off Yoink, and it said you get to remove a loaded token from Bob, and that is such a fun mechanic because Bob definitely shoots that rocket launcher real good. Let's go ahead and just that might be a little too light. I want to grab some gray and white, make my chalkboard. Let's go ahead and paint the chalkboard. I'll put one layer on here real quick. I'm going to make it real light. So because of the stream, I'm actually not able to practice my good ergonomic form. I usually have my elbows on the table, my back straight, but with this, I can't hold it up because I need it down for the camera. Yeah, definitely, yeah, make it spicy, Bob. That's you want to talk about, let's talk about rule names. Make it spicy, Bob is definitely the name of a rule. I'll mix up some nice pink colors here. And should we do, this will be red, so I want the blue, so this will be the, let's do this pink. Just letting my brush do the work. What brand of brush? I'm using a collection of different brushes actually, of different brands. I just typically buy watercolor brushes. Kolinsky Sables, natural hair Kolinsky Sable watercolor brushes are my preferred for a lot of work. I mean, that doesn't mean that synthetics don't have their place. Synthetics definitely do have their place, and I use them for things as well. Erase. Erase. It's terrible when you mess up like that. Yeah, GoPros though, like if we did that, it'll definitely make you sick trying to watch. We've definitely tested it. It's not. It's a little rough on some people. We're not here for that. I like having nice, pleasant experiences when I'm hobbying. Let's all have a nice little pleasant experience together and paint our miniatures and tell some fun stories on the tabletop. This is always my goal is to tell a story. You know, win or lose, you know, there's an old saying, right? The goal of the game is to win, the point is to have fun. And some of that is, you know, just telling a story with your friends. Having some wacky story where, you know, Crossbones does something ridiculous and everybody remembers it forever and ever because of such an amazing moment in the game. Second coat. Yeah, the Holzer Blue thinned out is a great little color. I really like that I've been able to add that to my arsenal. There's similar colors out there, but Holzer Blue definitely has like a really great feel to it. If you watch our previous streams, I use it a lot for like glazing or washing over Zenithal Prime. It's a great start to a black. I definitely am all about, you know, we talk a lot on our streams about you choose the destiny of the miniature, right? So like if I'm painting for the studio, or if I'm going to paint a studio miniature, that's the destiny of that miniature. And by choosing that destiny, I'm kind of choosing how much time it's going to take, what kind of techniques I'm going to use, what it has to accomplish. When I'm painting like for the tabletop, I'm choosing a new destiny for that miniature. And that destiny is to get it on the table, to have something really neat to show off to my friends, and to help tell that story when we get together and we play our games, you know, to get immersive. If I'm painting for competition, you know, it's a different destiny for that miniature, and I have to think about what that destiny is. So if I'm painting a miniature like you see on the streams here, I might paint a whole miniature in an hour or 2 hours, and it's not perfect. It's not going to win an award. But that wasn't the destiny I chose for it. The destiny for that was to have a really cool miniature painted up that when I get together with my friends, we tell a little story together and they get excited and I get excited and I get to see their painted miniatures and we get to have that awesome experience of coming together with miniatures and just telling a really neat battlefield story. Like I said, it doesn't matter who wins, who loses. You know, as long as the story was good, that's all I care about. So it's just a little teal. I want to use that to block in around this little Deadpool taco love logo. He loves that taco. He's so excited. He's been working all day fighting crime. Now he's got a sweet taco. Valtrex, I'm new to streaming game. Has there already been a stream regarding Mr. Sinister? There's not been a stream about Mr. Sinister exactly, but maybe if you hold on 1 second. I can show you Mr. Sinister frame. So, and we showed off the cool cloning chamber. Cool cloning chamber that when Mr. Sinister comes with. You know, it's just a really nice little story element. Him stepping out of that. We just thought it was fun and a neat little story. Is my head in the way again? Boy, oh boy. My noggin. Just obtuse. Let's throw one more coat on there. Maybe darken it just a little bit. Yeah. This doesn't need to be perfect. And I can get it all over the frame mode. I'm going to go back and paint the frame. Just want a fairly smooth surface. Yeah, the cape is 2 parts. Oh yeah, Maz on stream. Maz loves belly rubs. Yeah, Sinister is such a cool. I really love Sinister. Such a cool villain, and it's cool to be able to take and tell a cool story. And just have like a really fun, interesting little story that we can tell to go. Let's get some of this Soul Yellow, Scale 75 Soul Yellow. Qualisterian, that's a great idea. It's something that I actually thought about when we were designing. When we were designing the taco truck, I was just like, we gotta have a chalkboard and like maybe chalkboard paint. I don't know if it works. I don't know if it'll handle such a small area. Maybe it will. I think it deserves some testing. I'm actually just going to freehand it, maybe even today. Yeah, Wampus Number. The cape actually is pretty easy to paint. You do it in 2. You definitely want to do it in 2, maybe. So I'm doing some curvy lines here. They don't gotta be perfect yet. Just blocking in some little swoopies. We're gonna let that dry. Tacos, you wanna see tacos? How's that for tacos? So you got tacos, double tacos. You got 2 delicious icy cold fountain drinks and 2 trays. Oh, 4 delicious icy cold drinks. And 2 taco trays that go on the ledge there. And the little ledge has sauces and napkins and straw dispensers. There's even like little straws sculpted on there. I can just show you the taco truck frame. It's the bottom, two sides, front, back, top, and then just a little accoutrement. That's my favorite bit. The little flaming jalapeno Deadpool symbol. Oh man, if somebody converts Deadpool on Thanos' throne, that'd be amazing. I'm gonna kind of keep my head out here again. Add a little white. Once again, I'm just kind of throwing like little swooper lines. That's a technical term we use in miniature painting. What brands paints do I use? I use all kinds. Every paint brand has their strengths and weaknesses. Right now I'm using a lot of scale 75. What mini, Covinius? What mini are you asking about? Where'd I get it from? The answer is probably my desk. But I'm curious what mini you're actually talking about. You're talking about the taco truck? The taco truck comes with Deadpool and Bob. You too will have taco trucks. Just keep adding more white. Do some little dots. I'm going to, if I can get, yeah, we can do the window. We're going to do a couple of different things. I'm not going to finish any one thing today, I don't think. I think it'd be interesting to kind of like hit on a couple elements. So this looks really weird right now, but eventually I'm going to glaze over this with some color. But I want to build in that light first. Yeah, the truck Covinius comes with Deadpool. Comes with Bob and Deadpool. And now I'm in that art zone. I'm just kind of throwing in. Got some new people. I love the new people today to the stream. Welcome to Atomic Mass Transmissions. We got fun stuff to share. I knew we had new people whenever they said what's going on when I was singing my little song. I sing a song at the beginning and end of every stream. Typically something I don't have prepared and I'm just making it up on the go. You know? Alright. I like that. Where it's at. Let's start shading the... Yeah, Deadpool's got a set of heart eyes. There's definitely heart eyes Deadpool in the kit. It is an option you may choose. I am my own theme music. It's true. Like I wish I had theme music that just followed me and like anywhere I went, like anytime I walked in somewhere, I got theme music. But unfortunately, just not the way the world works, and so I'm a firm believer in you make things the way you want. Gamers Web, you never tried soft shell tacos. Well, you know, as long as they're corn tortilla. So I'm gonna let that dry. I need some Holder Blue, kids. Oh my gosh, Mr. Downport, that's a great idea. I love it. I think that is such a, you know what, maybe we'll just do it. Can we do it? Do you mind if I steal that idea, Mr. Davenport? Like, what if we just start painting in some my head in the way? I really need reference for this, but need some blue in there in a minute. Okay, another glaze here. Use my brush, kind of blend it out. Not going for a perfect blend by any means. Okay, let's do a windshield. So what I usually do is I pick where the light's coming from. In the instance of a taco truck, you can see that it's slightly angled. So light coming from this top is going to hit down here. So I'm going to pick that as my direction. My head might get away here. So I'm just going to take some paint. and I'm going to really terribly blend it up. This just kind of creates where the light is sort of coming from. I like that kind of imperfection. I love those little imperfections. Then we can take a little white. We gotta wait for that to dry though. Let's bring it up a little bit more though. I want those sort of mountainy shapes. Yeah, something like that. This is dark blue blended. Currently it says dark blue right over the black. You get a little lighter because of the stretching, but that's going to all be fixed in the next step. I gotta wait for that to dry though. I can't do it all at once. So we're going to wait for that to dry. And I'm going to go back to my chalkboard. A lot of different paints on my palette, so I'm able to adapt very quickly to what's drying and what's not drying. Yeah, Mr. Downport, I want more than one of these taco trucks. Definitely. I really should bring up some Starry Night for our taco window here for reference. I always paint with reference and reverence. I'm just using some dampness of the brush there to let that paint spread. I'm not trying to blend it smooth. I actually want some very staggered effects. Oh, Agent Orange, if you hang on, if you stay there, I'll show you the tacos again. Let me know when you're ready. I don't know. I don't know if Agent Orange is still there. Talk to me, Agent. I gotta wait for Agent. Okay, we're literally just gonna paint. We're literally just gonna paint a Van Gogh style window in that taco truck. All right, here you go. Tacos. So many tacos. A whole line of tacos. A plethora of tacos. A cornucopia of tacos. What is a collection of tacos? It's not a murder of tacos. That's a terrible name. We got taco trays. We got icy cold fountain drinks. We got double tacos. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, 24 tacos, something like that. A lot of tacos. Tons of tacos. What I want is somebody to take all the tacos and glue them around the foosh and the smoke like it's a taco fueled rocket. A taco rocket. A tocket, one might say. A fiesta of tacos. Yeah, so it's a collection of tacos. It's a happy tummy. I love it. Come on, there's got to be more ideas. There's got to be more than just that. There's hot sauce bottles sculpted on the window, actually. Taco explosion from Bob's Bazooka. That's a great idea too. Like just have like a of tacos, just a stream of tacos. A flaco taco. I love flaco taco. Holy cow, that's amazing. Just some weird shapes. We're just having fun. I'm not trying to recreate Starry Night. I'm just trying to have a ridiculous time. Get a little painterly. Yeah, Mr. Gavenford, I agree. Flaco Taco is so good. And we can throw some more swizzles, as I like to call them. We're going to keep working that, but we're going to go back to our windshield. I've lightened up the Hold Your Blue, and I've accidentally thinned the water too much. I like the Fellowship of Tacos. It's great. So I have a lighter color. Actually might be too light still. Let's get it. Well, let's grab a little more color. That's more what I'm looking for. Like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect yet, or at all, ever. Universe isn't a fan of perfection, why should I be? That's what I always say. Sometimes I do a side as well, just to frame the window. I don't know if you could hear them, but my neighbors are outside. They're very loud. Let's do both sides. Let's frame it. We're getting there. Happy little tacos. Happy little tacos. Happy little squiggles. Let's put some dots down here. Why not? I don't know what I'm doing, so just making it up. Doesn't matter. Just little contrast lights, maybe. Just to add some interest. What color am I missing in my homage here? Want some bright. I still want to represent sort of that. Maybe the light is, maybe the light of the taco truck is back and up. So I want to keep some light up there. I want to keep a lot of light up there. I use my second brush and kind of do a little bit of that. Yeah, I want to show that that light is at the top. If you look at the studio one I did a lot of the same streaking to kind of just show like the light is very much back inside the truck. And I want to maintain some of that philosophy, so I'm going to add some of that black to the Hold Your Blue that we've been using. And I want to use that to deepen. Is my noggin in the way? Deepen the edges, make them very, very dark. Big bag. The glove, it's just to minimize the amount of like oils. Typically, I paint with my miniatures on like a holder, and the taco truck is a little big, so I didn't have a holder. You could use a paint lid, like a spray can lid actually, and like mount it. But because of the streaming angles, I needed the camera to face down for the camera to face down, it didn't make sense for a handle, so I decided to use a glove to hold my my taco truck so we can paint it together. Let's do a little. I think we need a little magenta in there. I'm going to sneak some magenta around. See, this is what happens. You guys get me started on something ridiculous, and this is what happens when I end up painting with y'all. It's just like, all right, let's try something. This is a little magenta. Now the goal here, once again, is like I said, I want to maintain that that U shape to show the light. You know, if you think about like light, if a light bulb is like this, that's a terrible light bulb. You know, a light bulb is like this, and the light's reflecting. I'm kind of doing, the idea is like this shape, the light coming down. So I'm replicating that in the here in the kitchen. If you're new to the stream, I use a lot of cooking analogies. Shik and I are both, we love cooking for our families and for other people, and so cooking is sort of a little side passion. Miniatures and cooking, I'm telling you, it's like my autobiography. So a lot of cooking. So painting in the kitchen, this isn't uncommon at all. I want a little swirl. Let's put a little swirl. Let's do it right here. A little magenta swirl. Another little magenta swirl. Another lot of magenta up there in that one corner. That's true. That's why I do love eating the brush. Alright, I'm just going to lighten down my Hold Your Blue mix over here another time. And we're going to come in, lighten that windshield one more time. You can draw a really tight line by using that second clean brush that's just damp and just pushing the paint into a tight line. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using that second brush to push the paint into the tight line. Now I'm going to come up here to the top and do the exact same thing. I'm going to use that damp brush. I'm going to push the paint into a pretty tight line. Slight fade in the corner just to give it that bounce. Just to give it a little life over there. Something like that. Let's do this other corner as well. So instead of going straight across over here, I'm actually going to come up into the window, the center window. Oh, I do love barbecue. When Mr. Will Pagani, lead developer here at Atomic, boy, I can't even talk. The lead developer here at Atomic Mass, he and I love grilling out for our families together. So, man, oh man, I love some food on the grill. I am a southern boy though, so you know, comes reasonably. This is the tricky part. So I want some reflections. I want lines across the windshield to show that's glass. So I'm going to mix up. I don't want it super bright, but I don't want it super dark. I just want to show. I want the tightest line I can get. So I'm going to test it out here on my hand. I'm just going to get my hand. I'm like kind of memorizing the motion here and how deep the brush is going to go. I just barely want the brush tip to hit. Test it out. Find my spot. I'm not hitting the windshield yet. I'm testing. getting my hand ready, lower it down, hit it. Same thing, get it ready, get that motion. Get it ready. Get those little lines in there, just to kind of show that the light is reflecting. Maybe he's got a little paint or a little chip over here, so you can do some little chits. I don't know about y'all, but I live in Seattle and my windshield is definitely chipped up. I think I've gotten more rock chits in my windshield since moving to Seattle than anywhere else I've ever lived. I'm doing the same thing, but I'm more confident now, so I'm going to kick that up really, really bright. And I'm going to just ting these corners. Maybe really ting in. Ting, once again, is one of those specialized words in art. You're just trying to give like some imperfection to the windshield, right? You know? Just using the very tip of the brush. Remember one thing, when you go to paint like a tight detail like that, and the reason this, real quick, the reason this blue looks a little different than this blue is because I used two different blues. So even though they're the blue blacks and light colors, they're all different blue blacks and light colors, so it makes it stand out from one another. This is a more desaturated blue, this is a more punchy blue. So it helps those two blues, even though they're using a lot of the same combinations, stand out. I was getting ready to say something else and I forgot what it was. If anyone remembers what I was starting before that tangent. Do the same thing here, black. You can hear my light. My light? Is it my light? My computer is definitely humming. So I'm going to just use some black and go around that glass to really let it stand out. There we go. Yeah, I have a fluorescent bulb right above me. I got a computer humming, buzzing. There's a lot going on around here. It's when I'm quiet. It's when I'm super quiet, isn't it? Let's grab a little more color. Let's go with some blues. Let's start defining some of these like swirly clouds in here. Maybe giving some form to some of these shapes. Let's make that a little yellower, a little more yeller, a little more yeller. All right, it's 2 o'clock. I want to hear your questions real quick, but I'm just kind of going to finish up and have fun here. Ask all your questions. Remember, on Tuesdays, Mr. William Schick will be painting some on our Twitch channel, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every Wednesday, Mr. Wilshick will be painting on Twitch at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. On Thursdays, you can join me back here at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for more paint fun. And starting next week, we got another stream starting on Fridays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single day. Rick, what's the Twitch address? You're on it. Twitch.tv/AtomicMassGames. But when Mr. John Schaefer will be doing a little stream. So every day but Monday, you can join in the Atomic Mass crew for some fun painting and hobby, because like that's what we're here for, is, you know, doing some fun hobby stuff. My favorite taco filling is whatever's given to me. Boom! Late Night Player at size 3. It's right there on the bottom. Got a size 3 taco truck. Alright. Shade down one last time. Next, I'm gonna have to draw stuff on the chalkboard. All right, we're just about done for the day. Next week, I will be painting my Deadpool. I think Schick is painting up his Bob, but I am curious, as I started the stream with, decisions are like tacos. They're yummy, sometimes spicy, and if you don't make them, someone else will make them for you. So I'm trying to decide between pink swoosh, fourth wall break Deadpool, having a good time, or if you're a little more edgy, you'll vote for the more X-Force inspired Deadpool. He's got a cocked eyebrow and much more aggressive. I love that everybody's just like, it's not even a choice. This is not even a choice. It's the swoosh. This is the basing element from She-Hulk. I just literally glued him where her foot normally goes and shoved a little putty in it, called it a day. Very easy. So remember, it's a hobby game, so you can make it your own and have fun. Let's switch it back over to me. Hello, thanks for joining in, and I hope that you saw something that inspired you, or you learned a little something new to get going on your, to add to your painting miniatures arsenal. If you have any more questions, be sure to join in next week and ask all the questions to in all the streams. We're always happy to answer those questions. I'll be adding some freehand to that chalkboard, finishing up the sign, doing all the little metal bits. For the metal bits on this, actually what I like doing is adding a little gray to metallic, make it kind of a dull semi-metallic, and that way you get that really old, I'm reading the stream too, so you get that really dull aluminum look to those metal panels on the side. So remember that you can add a little opaque paint like gray into your metallic paint. You can get that duller, less reflective metal. Really looks nice, especially when you shade it and then highlight it with a pure metallic. It's delicious, just like tacos and decisions. So until next time, remember 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday starting next week. And until then, go be the hero we all know you can be. So see you later, guys. Bye. And then I go over here and I look at the little thing and I hit that. And then I sing about tacos. Taco, taco, taco truck. Taco, 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 taco truck. Taco, 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 taco truck. Bounce, down, 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 down.